Hello everybody, myself Dr. Shivakant Pathak here with you to take one topic here, that is physical meaning of torque. In this physical meaning of torque, see carefully. We have seen what is the torque, right? And what is the science behind that we are going to see. Right? So here in this physical meaning, we'll try to find out the equation of torque, expression of torque in Cartesian coordinates x, y, z. So to obtain this, the concept is a little twisting and typical. So you are requested to see the whole concept very carefully. In that condition, you can understand only, right? Here, first of all, consider this. Let us consider a particle in xy plane. See the xy plane here in the diagram. This xy plane will clear a lot. Here let this is origin O, it is x and it is y axis. See very carefully, right? A particle P here on this plane, xy plane is plane of paper here. Is it this white sheet is on xy plane? This particle is moving around this. The axis of rotation, see this pen cap, it is perpendicular to it. This particle is moving here in anti-clockwise direction, right? So this pen cap is axis of rotation passes through the origin of it. See very carefully. And this axis of rotation, here I am making on a green pen here. Let this is Z and it is, what is this? See very carefully, axis of rotation. See students, very carefully. The particle P rotates here in a circular path around it. Let's see position of a particle. Position of a particle here is represented by R, small r vector, right? Let this particle move from P to Q here. Point P to point Q in delta t time, right? So position of point P from origin is represented here again from this red color here. This position OQ, let it is given by R plus dr, right? This is vector R plus vector dr. It's clear? The angle is here, since it is rotating in anti-clockwise. Before the rotation it has angle theta, and this rotating angle, when it's rotate, it is let d theta. Clear? So it's move in delta t time. The particle moves from P to Q. See very carefully here in this case. Now see the term here involved. This is OP. OP is R vector and vector OQ is R plus dr. It's clear to everybody? Now see, I am going to join this PQ here. With a straight line. See, this is. Now, see in triangle OPQ. From point of view of vector notation, in view of, we may write OP, see in the diagram OP plus PQ is equal to OQ. Right? Now see very carefully, it gives. If you want to find out PQ by this concept, this is OQ vector here minus OP. See, OQ here in the diagram is R plus dr minus OP is vector R. So it can be written as dr. This is vector PQ. Now see very carefully in whole of the calculation. We will use where required, and this please note as a question number 1. It's clear? Now see very carefully, when particle moves from here P to Q, here particle moves P to Q, then this implies that then work done in this case dW is given by formula the force, external force required in the air in this into PQ, and it can be written as F into PQ is dr. Right? This is. Now see very carefully. Force is applied on XY plane. See, once more focus the diagram. Students, you can understand the concept only and only when you are listening my explanation with patience. Okay. See, this plane of paper I told in the beginning, it is XY plane, and this particle P is rotating perpendicular to plane of paper along OZ. Here is a given axis of rotation, right? But force is implemented on a plane of paper. Plane of paper, it means that on XY plane. So see here, since vector F and displacement dr is on XY plane, so if it is correct, then we may write F can be written as Fxi plus Fyj with no component. Fxi plus Fyj with no component along Z, because it is not acting on Z. So it can be represented as equation number 2. Similarly, dr can be written as drxi plus, we may write drx, what is r is xyz Cartesian coordinate, it is dxi plus dyj. Sorry, it is. This is equation number 3. Students, place the value of both vector F and vector dr in equation number 2. So right here, putting the value of vector f and vector dr in equation 1. So we may write in equation, see here, take this as equation number 2, 3 it is take and it is take 4. So putting the value in equation 2, dw is equal to f is fxi plus fyj. Now see here in dot dxi plus dyj. Students, you know I dot I in similar is 1, I dot j dissimilar is 0. So here in this multiplication, I will be multiplied by I and j will be multiplied by j. Then work done can be written as fx dx plus fy dy. See very carefully, it is equation number 5. This equation number 5 is here given in the box. Right? Now see very carefully. Here are one more diagram available, and it is required to understand this diagram. This is the supplementary part of the above diagram. It is xy plane. XY plane. Right? This is position of particle P in the beginning, and it was vector R. Right? And this angle where we have taken theta. Right? So see very carefully, we are going to obtain the projection of it. So here in this, the x component can be written as r cos theta, and here this projection vertical component can be given as r sin theta, that is y component. Right? Now see how we are going to implement this value in equation number 5 here on next page. So here in this diagram, x is given r cos theta and y is given r sin theta. Let these are the equation number 6. We are going to differentiate it. See it with respect to theta. So this equation can be written as, in the first equation, dx by d theta is equal to r d by d theta cos theta, and since differential of cos theta is minus sin theta, so it can be written as minus r sin theta. See, this is dx by d theta is equal to r sin theta. Since here in the green box r sin theta is y, so it can be written as dx by d theta is equal to minus y. See, this is equation number 7. Now again we are going to differentiate this equation. So on differentiating it, this second equation, this is dy by d theta can be written as r d by d theta of sin theta. So we are knowing the differential of sin theta is cos theta. Now see it is Since r cos theta, see in the diagram, green box, r cos theta is equal to x. So we may write, this implies that dy by d theta is equal to x, and it is equation number 8. Now see very carefully here in it, right? Here dx, the value of dx we are going to keep here in these equations. Here see, putting the value of dx and dy, putting the value of dx and dy in equation 5, which was my main motto to draw a diagram and obtain the differentiation. In equation 5, dw is given. dw is equal to, it is fx dx. See what is a dx here? In a bracket, minus y d theta. Again it is given fy in a 2 dy. dy is what here given? dy is x d theta. Now see very carefully the work done is. D theta is common in both. We may write fy x. See, fy x minus fx y d theta. It is equation number 9. Now see in equation number 9, students, very carefully here in this equation. Since we have already discussed that, calculated that moment of force or torque, which is denoted by tau, is equal to fyx minus fxy. We already know this. We have already obtained this expression in the previous lecture. So here, comparing both, we can write dw is equal to tau d theta. So see what is the physical mean of it. See carefully, students. Now it is a time to know the physics behind this mathematical expression, science behind mathematical expression. So see, work done in rotating a particle p on xy plane is given by formula dw is equal to tau d theta. This is formula for work done in rotatory motion. See in the box, everybody very carefully. This formula is for what? Rotatory motion, work done in case of a rotatory motion, right? Now one more formula I want to give from my side. Work done in linear motion. The formula of work done in linear motion, we are knowing it is dw is equal to f into dr. This is also both vector quantity. This is formula. This formula we have taken as equation number 12 to make the clear funda. So torque is a physical quantity in rotatory motion, and force is a physical quantity in linear motion. We say dw is same. Here is angular displacement, here is a linear displacement dr, or we may write it is dx. Right, see very carefully. Dx is what? Linear displacement, right? And d theta is what? In the previous case, d theta is equal to angular displacement, right? So see, both is work done, both are in the same unit, right? In rotatory motion, work done is defined as a dot product of torque and angular displacement, whereas in linear motion, work done is defined as dot product of force and displacement. It's a clear to everybody? But see, what is the physics we are going to obtain in this? Moment of force or torque. Tau. See, moment of force and torque. This is similar to F. The role of torque in a rotatory motion is same as the role of force in a linear motion. See very carefully. And the role of angular displacement in rotatory motion is same as linear displacement in linear motion. So we may write in the moment of force and torque has same role in rotatory motion as, see very carefully, the moment as force in linear motion. So force as a linear motion, it means this, we may write force of rotatory motion is called torque, right? Or we may see in this way, force has the same importance as importance in a linear motion, the torque has the same importance. So in place of force, we may write in place of force, we are using torque in rotatory motion, right? See very carefully. And one more point, in place of dx, linear displacement, we use d theta, that is what? Angular displacement. So these are the two important points. So it is actually physics behind the total topic. So I hope that you understand it well. So thank you to all and have a nice day.